everyone, this is the Master Teacher Serene, back again with another video. This channel, just a reminder, is for educational purposes, and education is all the positive and the negative things in life. It's not like school where it's kind of filtered or anything of a kind. But yeah, here we talk about things the way it is, and I often give my personal opinions, so sometimes don't take things personal here. It's just the way I see things, and if you see the way I see them, then we all good to go. If you don't, I also agree with you. We agree to disagree. So today we're going to talk about the white man and the white man privileges in Asia. I will focus more on China and Japan because basically I've lived there, I've seen it, and I've been there. So I like to talk about things that I know, that I've experienced. So yeah, my point is that in Asia, white men have more privileges, or more, in a good place and shape or form than the other nations. I would say, that the white man is more respected in Asia specifically. I know that the influence is even in Africa. We respect white men more than even the Africans or things of a kind. But yeah, the white man is more respected. The thing is that, for example, Japan was bombed back in the days. You remember the cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, stuff like that. They were bombed by the white men, but still, they would prefer to love the white men more than others. Like I've seen a lot of black folks in here who really, if they do just a little thing, it pisses Japanese people a lot. But the people that bombed them, they are not angry at them. They love them so much. Yeah. So these are the kind of things that I want to develop a little bit more today. Chinese people, for example, they want to look white. They think that whitening the skin or anything that is close to being white is the symbolism of beauty, and they might look a black nut as attractive as it is. So you would, back in the days, I was working at some schools where you would go if you look black as I am, or if you have like a little bit kind of, they would think it's kind of scary. Some schools, they might not even let you in because they might think you're gonna scare the kids, or just because the way you're looking, they might pay you less. But the white man is taking over. The white man is taking all the goodies and all that. So it was kind of shocking at some point at first, but then it is what it is. Life is changing, things are getting better. Back in the days, for example, in Japan, things like teaching or teaching English, yeah, or modeling, it was some sort of white jobs privileges. Like you would see, there was very few black people around here. It doesn't really matter if you're from America or anything of a kind, but basically they were really having preferences. They were really having preferences here about how the image of the company should be. It should be a white image, right? So whenever they see a black man, it was very difficult for a black man, even if you have all the qualifications. Back in the days, I'm saying, it was very difficult for black men to even secure a job here because, of the way you look and because of their preferences. I understand it's kind of a choice or preferences, but it was kind of a problem at some point that could shock people. Because they are getting less opportunities at that point. If you want to marry a white person or look like a white person, it's okay. But if you would restrict opportunities to other nations because they don't kind of look white to you, or they don't whatever have something related to white, the world is full of diversity, and we should be able to live together regardless of our differences and not restrict others from certain opportunities. So like I was saying, back then it was very difficult for any black man to, or even Asians, even among them, the Asians. Japanese, in Japan, it was very difficult back then for other Asians, like the Filipina, the Chinese, to come into Japan, you know. But now things are changing. Everyone is beginning to get a job. But I think things are changing now, technically, because the money is not as good as it used to be. And look at this that is going on around here. It's more like the white man is living. The white man is living, and he's not getting enough money anymore like he used to be, or the treat. They don't look at him as, you know, because back then teaching, modeling was like some sort of luxurious kind of jobs. It had a lot of prestige in it. But now, since the white man has kind of left, or now we are seeing that the Filipina are taking over the jobs here, everyone is taking the job. So it's more like a diversity, and all the prestige is suddenly gone, you know, like, and not to mention that the money is no longer good as it used to be before. So I've made my research, and I can tell that the money was better back then when the white people were running everything here. But then now, since now Africans are coming in, people from Zimbabwe, I've seen a lot of them here teaching English. I've seen people from all over the world now. Filipinas, even back in the days, the Filipinas, where it was very difficult. Thailand, all those Asian countries, it was very difficult for them to come to Japan. But now everyone can come and work to Japan. So it's now they are in trouble, right? The money is not as good as it used to be now. So everyone is being granted the same opportunities that they used to give white people only back then, or some few other, you know. But it was way more difficult for any other nation to get a job, you know. In China, for example, there are some jobs they will give you a visa to a white man. The white man does not even have a degree, does not even have qualifications in teaching, but because you look white, so you qualify to get the job. You know, it's something that happens, but no offense to the white folks around here. So, because I have a lot of white friends that really we have a very good relationship, and they have helped me a lot. It's getting noisy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut the video down here. But yeah, no offense to the white man. I'm not trying to say that you doing your thing, you know. If the Asians give you opportunities, give you a better treat, you take the money, it's good. Like, no offense, actually. You're just doing just taking what they're giving you. My point is not to kind of, I don't know, if it's not out of jealousy or anything of a kind, I have nothing to look out or whatever, look up to. But like, yeah, definitely. What I want to say is like, this Asia, overall, they have preferences, which is good. And I would love if Africans too had preferences. Back home, any country in Africa you would go, you see how they treat, they don't have preferences in general. They even give more advantages, more opportunities to foreigners, which is weird because we all need a place to feel home. If you can't be home here, and if you've noticed that, okay, they are not giving you the treat that the others are getting, at least you get that home. Everyone deserves to have a place where he feels that this is you know, where I belong to. But yeah, I am just saying that to say to voice, maybe people will think the way I think, nothing to do with racism or jealousy, like jealousy or anything of a sort. It's just that I wanted to point that out because yeah, I've been to China. I've seen how Chinese people treat black people in particular in terms of opportunities. I've been to Japan, and I am in Japan. Now things are getting better because I presume it's because of the currency sort of struggle now, the economic problem. but it's not really out of love or out of esteem. I think they still want to look European, they still want to look white, which is perfect for them in terms of preferences. But in terms of business, they shouldn't be only doing businesses with the Europeans, and on all that they should give opportunities to everyone. And yeah, that was my point in particular. But I don't have a problem with Asians liking white, like looking at them as a symbol of beauty, no problem. But my problem is business wise. My problem is in terms of career. They shouldn't restrain other nations to get the same opportunities, the same treats, just because they are different than the whites. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't come off here taking it personal. I have a very good relationship with a lot of white folks around that have helped me to get jobs, that have even recommended me to their bosses, because sometimes you need the white image to be like your gateway. So yeah, and I have no problem with that, with the world. I just wish it was better sometimes, and there was no discrimination in terms of opportunities and goals and career. But in terms of preferences, if you want to be with the yellow, purple, it's up to you. But like, yeah, economically, socially is acceptable, but economically and politically, there shouldn't be that much of a difference with the way people are treated because of how they look like or where they come from. In Africa, unfortunately, we are not applying that, but I wish if the world is doing it to us or to the other Asians or whatever, they should get back their own medicine. So thank you so much. And if you are new to the channel, please support the channel. It's a fresh new channel, and your support will be much more appreciated if you like, subscribe, and share the videos. Thank you so much. You can comment as well, but be nice though.